Hello, it's Rich Rosen, founder and CEO of Fastcall, and I'm going to talk about call recording here in Fastcall. So I am in summer 18 of Salesforce. Hello, little man. And we're in the Fastcall version 5.40. It's June 2018. We happen to be looking at Classic. I don't know, it just felt like Classic, and we could just as well switch to Lightning Experience, which Salesforce seems to be pushing more and more these days. We're going to be in Classic. So let's start up a call and we'll talk about call recording. So the call is going to start. I'm actually calling my cell phone, and once the call connects, you'll see here we go to connect, then the call starts recording. So the call is actually not recording until it connects. Once the call is recording, you will see here there is an indication call is being recorded here in the info bubble. But I'm just going to go ahead and end that call. Okay, so we recorded that call. I'm going to close the task. Let's just say we had a nice conversation. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take a look at the task. So here's the task. There's the call recording. So calls recorded, instantaneous, right? Calls are the call recording is hosted by Twilio, but it's here in Salesforce on the task. Just as a note, you can delete the Salesforce task. You're not deleting the call recording. There is a delete call recording button here, over here. Oh, wait, we actually moved this. So if you have been with Fastcall for a while, we moved this delete call recording button to the object for a call. And let's just go ahead and show that since we're talking about it. So here on the call record, we moved the call recording button off of task. Maybe we wanted to make it a little bit harder to access. But we really wanted you to be able to track changes, which you can't do on this now on the native Salesforce task. So in this case, it told us the record was created. There was a call recording file. If I come in here and now I delete the call recording, and you can, I'm going to delete this call recording. Deleting a call recording is permanent. Once it's deleted, it's gone. So there was a warning message that told me to be warned. It's gone, right? So again, I can delete this record using the native delete option. Deleting the call or the task in Salesforce is not going to delete the call recording. The delete call recording button can be added by the admin on the page layout or not. It's up to you. You can also choose whether or not your end users even have access to the call record, which is the custom record created by Fastcall. You may only be using the task, the Salesforce task, and if you are, that's perfectly fine. Sort of the more typical way of using Fastcall, and if you're only using the Salesforce task, then you don't need to worry about the call object. The delete call recording button I left in the page layout because I wanted you to see it, but you would add this to the page layout, which you're not going to do for a task because it doesn't do anything anymore. Okay, so I wanted to show you that. So inside the widget itself, there's some call recording settings. Call recording can be on or off. Um, the end user can set call recording on or off, or you have the options to control that as the admin. And let me show you that. So here in the settings, under user settings, you're going to see the same exact thing for the user, which is just the ability to turn call recording on or off. Same thing we saw in the widget, which is a little bit of a recent update. But here in the admin settings, you're going to see under training, the options for call recording, training tools, call recording. Our options for listen in are also under here. So under training, you have the options. Do I want to be able to record outbound calls? Yes or no. Do I want to record inbound calls? Yes or no. Dual channel recording is really cool. Records the near side of the conversation, which is your user, the far side of the conversation, which is the party you called, in two different channels, the left and right channel. So you can listen to the recorded call with the left ear or the right ear if you're wearing a headset. If you're just listening on a speaker, it would sound the same. But if you wanted to split the call recording into two different channels, it can make it a little bit easier to listen to a recorded call if you wanted to focus on one side or the other. With a headset, you just move the ears around. It's kind of an old school way to do it. Also used if you're doing any processing or transcription, the dual channel recording. Do you not want to see the indicator do you not want your end users to see the indicator in the widget? You can remove it. Do I not want to allow users to turn call recording off? You can remove it. I mentioned before, if you don't want users to delete the call recording, you just don't put the button on the page layout and they can't delete the call recording. They can still delete the task, but the call recording exists. Fastcall can't stop you from being able to delete a task. You want to delete call recordings by date, you do that here. Again, it is permanent, so once they're deleted, they're deleted. We do have the option for a disclosure for your inbound calls. You can add the disclosure either here, or you can add a disclosure when you're setting up the phone number as a greeting. It's essentially the same thing, whether you say it in the greeting or the disclosure, it's the same, but they're here, right? Okay, so speaking of which, we do not have a disclosure for outbound calls, but we do give you the ability to block for North American area codes only. We're not doing this yet for international country codes, but if you wanted to block call recording in a state by area code, you could do that. You would add the area code here. So for example, if I added 323 for Hollywood, California, where I am, hello Hollywood, we would not record calls outbound for 323. Cool. Okay, so I think that's everything, right? Call recording, the widget, settings. I showed you the task. I showed you delete, the URL. I think I covered everything. So if you have any questions, you just email support at fastcall.com and we'll be happy to answer any questions. Great. Have a great day.